It's recording.
Okay. Here I am again. This is my pepper video. I'm sorry it's so late. I've just been really busy and sick. But anyway, this is my pepper video for fall of 2016. As you can see, we've had a little bit of a frost, so it started to bite some of them, so I knew that I definitely had to get this video done. This is a volunteer that came up from one of my hybrids, so I really don't know what kind it is. It looks like it's one of my hybrids crossed between Tabasco and habanero. This pepper here, this is actually not one of my hybrids, but I thought I'd show it off a little bit. This is the world's hottest pepper, the Carolina Reaper. It's pretty hot, let's just say that. I think it's like over 2 million Scovilles, if I remember correctly. It's pretty easy to see this one got too big and fell over, but that's a bad pepper. I'll show you some over here of some of my hybrids. This is another volunteer, but you can kind of tell. This looks like Tabasco habanero with jalapeno mixed in with it. Volunteered in with this bell pepper here. This actually is Tabasco crossed with habanero, crossed with jalapeno. This is Cap-2 that I've had in some of my previous videos. Now some of these, sad to say, the labels have their names have rubbed off, and I don't remember all of them. But this one, all of these have Tabasco and habanero somewhere in their lineage. This one may have some jalapeno in it. I don't think so. I think this is probably just an open pollinated version of Tabasco and habanero, and so is this one right here. This one, you can tell that it has jalapeno in it. Alright. This is an open pollinated version of one of my favorites. When it's Tabasco crossed with habanero, crossed with fatali. Oh, no, wait. Tabasco crossed with habanero, crossed with a bell pepper, a black bell pepper, and then crossed with fatali. And you get this right here. This is pretty neat. And then when it turns ripe, it's red. But and it seems like the more in the sun they are, the darker the black is on them. This actually is the original one. And the one you just saw was the open pollinated version of that. And I have some more open pollinated versions I'll show you here in just a second. This one here, this looks like it's, I think it's Tabasco crossed with habanero open pollinated. You can tell it's got more habanero mixed in with it. It may still have the label on it. Okay, this is Cap-3-2 open pollinated. That which would be Tabasco habanero jalapeno open pollinated. And still had the label on it. This one looks like it's about the same. Now this one, Cap-3-2 open pollinated. So it's Tabasco crossed with habanero, crossed with jalapeno open pollinated. It's neat how you can see the variation between one pepper and another. This has the same lineage. Isn't that neat? This one, it looks like the genes from the habanero are showing up more, and this one looks like genes of Tabasco are showing up more. But they both have jalapeno in them as well. And so does this one. This is Tabasco habanero jalapeno, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's 3. Yeah. This is neat. It's got little black on it. This one, I'm a little confused about this one, but because I don't remember crossbreeding that with a black one, unless my other one may have died and this one volunteered in its place. I have had stuff like that happen before. This one. Okay, now this one, Cap-3-1. Cap-3 is Tabasco crossed with habanero, crossed with jalapeno. So the first one of that hybrid I crossed with a fatali pepper. And I got this one. If you don't know what a fatali pepper is, it's like a short, stubby little yellow icicle. Sort of like lemon drop, but it's wider and it's hot, hot, hot like a habanero. So that's what that looks like. I have a fatali. I'll show a little bit later in the video. This one is same thing, same lineage, but a different sibling. That one had red peppers. This one has yellow. I just think the variation amongst the seedlings just really impresses me. It's really neat. Same thing here. This one's also red, but the shape of them is different. See, this is just a regular Tabasco crossed with habanero. I recrossed my original hybrid in 2014 to get this. And this is lemon drop. I mentioned just a moment ago, this is what lemon drop was. This is not my hybrid, but this is Capsicum bacatum. Alright, now over here, here's some more of my hybrids. The first one, I told you my one I liked, it was Tabasco crossed with habanero crossed with black bell pepper. That was open pollinated. I said I had some more later on in the video. That would be this one. This is one of them. I have a few more here I'll show you. This is another one. Right here. This one I really like. The fruit is really black on it. The stems also are sort of black. And the fruit turns red when it's ripe. These are fairly hollow, or at least the original one was. I'm not sure about these, but the original one was very good for stuffing, and it was had a good flavor, and heat was about like a jalapeno. This one too I like. See how the stems are black on it. This one doesn't have any fruit on it at the moment. This is the same hybrid. These are all siblings of one another. You may see some slight variation from one to another. Now this one I like. The original one, which I'll show you just a second. The original one was Cap-4-1, just this. Like I said, that's Tabasco crossed with habanero, crossed with a black bell pepper, and then crossed with fatale. Alright, I took the scorpion pepper, which used to be the world record, and I that was the mother, and this was the father, and I got this pepper, and it's neat. It kind of looks like a flame. All of these do. It's really neat. It's red and green, so like that. Looks like a little flame. That's pretty neat. There's another one. Like I said, these are all siblings, but all this particular hybrid, I've got 6 of them, and they all look pretty much exactly alike. I have not tried any of this hybrid. I'm a little bit afraid to, because of how hot it might be, but I will probably at least taste it a little bit. Now I had one I've mentioned in some of my previous videos. I like to call it tornado because it looked like a little tornado funnel, but the original one died, and I saved some seeds from it, and I got this one right here. That looks like a little tornado, sort of. The original one looked even more like a little tornado. But over here's another one. Also, tornado open pollinated. Now that one looks pretty much a lot more like the original one. Had that little lip around it. I'm thinking that it was one of my hybrids that open pollinated with a balloon pepper. If you've never seen balloon, it is it's got like a little dome with wings around it. It's very odd. It's also Capsicum bacatum, like the lemon drop pepper. So this is another one of that one. Now this one, I took Tabasco Cap-3-2 crossed with Tricolor Variegata. Tricolor Variegata is an ornamental pepper. It has purple flowers, and this sort of took that characteristic of the purple flowers. But I crossed it with one that was Tabasco crossed with habanero crossed with jalapeno. Crossed those two together. I got this one, and I got this one. Now the stems are black on it, so it has some ornamental qualities that may also be good for eating as well. So we'll see on that one. This one, this is, I'm not sure of the exact lineage of it, but Cap-2 was Tabasco habanero crossed with black bell pepper, and I'm thinking this one's crossed with fatale. You can see the black bell pepper genes in it. This one, this is the Cap-3-1 Tabasco habanero jalapeno crossed with itself. It's neat, small-ish little pepper, about the size of a Tabasco. This is the second one, Tabasco habanero jalapeno crossed with Fatale. This one, I'm really not sure, but I kind of like it. I like the color. It's an odd color. None of my other peppers have this exact coloring to them. It's a peach color pepper. It's very unusual. I've just labeled it as my unknown hybrid, which is pretty neat. I'll show you over here. I do have a ghost pepper. It's not in really good shape right now, and I also have a Fatale pepper. Like I said, it's winter. It's fixing to be winter time. These peppers are not quite at their peak. They're starting to lose some of the leaves, and I'm fixing to take them into my greenhouse. This is the ghost pepper right here. Some people think this is the world's hottest, but no, it's not. This is the Fatale pepper. It's like a yellow icicle. They say that it is very hot, similar to a habanero. And this is my scorpion pepper. I'm hoping it'll do good this year, but I don't know. This is volunteers that's come up in it. This is my scorpion pepper right here. You can see it's trying to make a pepper. Whoop, fell off. Anyway, these volunteers, I'm gonna try to get these out of here so maybe my scorpion pepper will do better. Those two don't look too good. Habanero and Tabasco. And now this is one of my oldest plants here. This is Cap-2-9, I believe. Tabasco crossed with habanero crossed with a black bell pepper. It's not looking very good this year. It's finally started to decline, so I have taken cuttings. So maybe I have some for next year. So we'll see if it makes it another year or not. But that's pretty much my video for this year. Like I say, I'm sorry it's so late, but I've been very busy this year. But hopefully maybe next year I'll have even more to show you.